man. But when Banger says his opinion, everybody's all hurt. Oh, I don't understand why he feels this way and that. That's my feelings, y'all. Like, I'm not telling nobody how to feel or how to act. Like, come on, man.
I know we
Like
just got
that's
started.
crazy. Now, you know what I'm saying? You over there talking to China. Huh? That's where y'all want to go? Y'all want to go to that bird? That's what y'all want to do? Go
Yeah,
ahead
she's a
then.
mess.
Down in these YouTube streets, huh? I see. And it's crazy because,
She's a fire starter.
yeah, shout out to Blue Rock TV.
He's
Good
happy for
morning,
her
guys.
work,
How y'all feeling this
her
morning?
dirty
Let
deeds.
me drop this link real quick and we ready to get to it. Girl, I guess he must have looked at Jenkins' page and was like, "Dag, all he want to do is beef with a female.
She's
What's
lying.
going on?" So I heard Blue Rock TV had went over there, and yo was supposed to been drunk out his mind, and it was crazy because I'm like, "Dag, any other time he want to beef with you, but I guess if you ain't no female, he ain't doing no beefing or whatever." But yeah, shout out to Blue Rock TV. I seen what he just posted this morning. Let me post what Blue Rock just posted to Miss Jenkins this morning. Give me a second, y'all.
It just bugged me how when a person got a problem with me, they run over there to China. You feel what I'm saying? You run over there to China like that's supposed to be doing something. Like, I don't understand these people, man. I don't understand, y'all.
China
What
don't
up,
even ask about
Robin?
her own sister that been out of jail for about a
I get
month.
messages like
She's too
Blue
busy
Rock talking
starting
to
mess.
China about you. Why you got to talk to China about me? Why? You was talking to me yesterday. And if you felt, I think Blue Rock missed your point. Sometimes people is only hear what they want to hear. I know he missed my point. I know he missed my point. And what I was trying to say, that Tareen just said, don't give the haters no light. That's basically
Her own
all it
sister
was.
saying that.
But I understand he don't have to abide by that because, like he said, he's non-biased. I respect
Thank you,
that.
Tiffany.
But I should have my own opinion, man. I should have an opinion without people, taking it all crazy and oh, he want beef or he
China's
trying to
big time
talk
messy.
crazy about. I don't even know Blue Rock TV. I don't know that dude. So it's nothing for me to hate on. Like, I don't understand. I said what I said. What he says it himself. He's unbiased. And what's wrong with
OD
me
says
saying
stop the
okay, he's
madness, hit the like.
unbiased? Like, I don't understand people.
Oh man, good morning, the wealthy one. Didn't I tell y'all? I'm gonna let God deal with this man
Yeah,
because he
okay.
is so
You're letting
evil.
God
I'm
deal
gonna
with
let
it on
God fight my
Sunday.
battles. You feel what I'm saying?
She's
I'm
so
not
full
gonna
of
keep
it.
arguing with these little channels. Like I said, they're little channels. So this morning, Blue Rock TV posted this. And me, if I was him, I would have went over there and looked at that man page first and be like, oh no, he just picking with this one lady. Why do he keep bothering this one lady? No wonder your channel's not going nowhere. So this is a post from Blue Rock
Crazy.
TV.
She's
He
crazy.
said you paying for interviews will get you sued. Oh man, oh man. He go on. Y'all go ahead and read that and give me 1 second. Then he say paying a hater for an interview. Oh man. Buying subs, buying
Hey
followers.
sis.
He said buying fake followers is lame.
Now let me just say this to you. I don't know who Blue Rock TV was referring to when he posted that. She's showing the post that Blue Rock TV allegedly posted on, I guess, his story on IG. But see, that's how responsible I am. But I'm also neutral at the same time because why are you on your platform if you're saying that this man that you've been going back and forth with for like Lord knows how long is harassing you and harassing your kids and got you fired from your job allegedly and this and that and other. And you're supposed to be an SA channel anyway. So you're supposed to be helping victims of SA. Why are you assuming that was the first time today that you even talked to Blue Rock TV Why are you even assuming that he's referring to this man that you got a beef with, China, on social media? Why aren't you up here talking about how you are proud of your sister and you hope that she just continues to go forward, don't backpedal? It's good that she's not drinking and smoking because her mind's going to be cleared now and she's given herself completely to God. Why aren't you talking about that? Why haven't you, since she's been out, talked about that? Why has everything been about drama? And you only put up Chrisean's name in the equation when it suits you. That's why I say family can be worse than outsiders. People think just because God chose these family members to be your family, that they're always out for the best interest of you. Sometimes your family could be out for the best interest of how they feel about the person. They might not like them, and they just don't want you with them because they're not feeling them. I mean, this all I'm just using that as an example. I'm not trying to go way off topic, but sometimes your family don't always have the best interest for you, and people are so in denial. That's my family. So what is that supposed to mean? I got family too. I got mad family. But if family was all of that, I would be in situations that I've been down. Oh, I would have been picked up by now. No, I had to pick myself up. And that's what Chrisean has to do. She has to pick herself up because her family's got their hand out. And then when she ain't giving them, they're dragging her name. Or even if they're not dragging her name by talking about her in conversation, their actions are dragging her name because you're making your sister look bad. You're her sister. You're supposed to represent your sister, who's a social media influencer. She gets a bag on here. Don't mess up her bag because you want to be messy. That's crazy, man. Let me hit this thing.
Y'all gotta read this. Y'all, Blue Rock TV posted it. Happy Sunday. Good morning, Mika. How y'all feeling this morning? So when I got on here last night, everybody was telling me about Blue Rock and
this was today.
Little beef or whatever. And I'm like, oh,
this is all updated information. This happened early this morning. I get up early. I'm an early bird. She was up. I want to say she was on live about 9. I don't know. She was on live at 9. She was trying to tag Blue Rock TV, and he ended up coming over there. And he talked to her first, which that's what she's trying to do, beat somebody to the punchline. So it looked like Blue Rock TV was on her side. No, that's the T channel, like he said, out of his own mouth. So I'm not saying what he said. That's what he said. He's for business. He's not up here to, if he makes friends along the way, fine. But if you're gonna be mad at what he does, in his spare time or to make his extra coins, because he does work as well. However, then you're gonna be mad because we gotta agree to disagree, like he said. That's how you gotta be unbiased when you're a commentator. I'm a supporter of CashApp, but I'm not going to co-sign the antics of CashApp if she was to backpedal right today. I'm not doing it.
he ain't gonna carry it with him because he a man. Y'all know that man don't like to be.
And
with
he's like
men.
that too.
Blue Rock is bigger than him. He must be threatened. Facts. You right, Miss Jenkins. My son is butthurt. I bet he is. I bet he is. And that's what he did, because God don't like ugly. And God said, do not cover his children. And that man kept coming for me. Kept coming for me. And I said, oh my goodness. So when I seen this morning, y'all know I was happy as all outdoors. Give me a second, y'all. Hold up. I'm going to blow it up. Y'all know I'm going to blow it up because I want to rub it in. Give me 1 second. I said, okay, you don't want to be with him. Blue Rock TV is bigger than you could ever think about being. You know? He said some blog pages are crashing out.
Like
Me and Bandit was just talking about him and Broken crashing out too.
Wow.
But God don't like ugly. This is the same man. That's why I said I would love to talk to Blue Rock TV. This is the same man that was calling people on me every day, bobbing my children. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Mika, what's going on? You okay? I hope you feel better, baby. But it's crazy, y'all, in these YouTube streets. And I said, watch this. I bet you he ain't gonna want to beef with him because he a man. He likes to beef with women only, boo boo.
That's allegedly
Okay,
what I
sorry
heard
to
too,
say it, but that
Angelina.
man loves to beef with women. And you're not a woman, so he's not gonna beef with you too much. So you ain't gotta worry about that, Blue Rock TV. That's the good thing about it, you know? He only likes to beef with women. For what reason, I don't know. That's why I say he had some type of trauma in his life, you know,
Hey, yeah.
to make him want to just keep beefing with females, which I find very, very, very weird.
Yeah, it
But
was in the
it is
morning
what it
time,
is.
Tiffany, right? Early morning.
I said, dang, what the hell going on? This is crazy. These YouTube streets going off, my babies. They going off. Like, what the hell going on in these YouTube streets? All right,
Hmm.
give me a second, y'all, because I gotta get myself
She was up
together.
early this morning to the Sunday, so
But
everybody
yeah,
knows
shout out to
recent.
Blue Rock TV. He blocks men that are a threat to him. Oh, don't he? You ain't never lying about that, baby. You're definitely not lying about that. But want to keep on picking with a
I knew she was up to something because just recently I've been looking at her page because I do follow to hear what she has to say, right? Because she does still talk to her mother. So whatever her mother's around and hears, she tells China. And especially if Chrisean's mother is relapsed, she uses her own mother. She'll have her come onto the platform and she'll have her fans give her donations from Cash Apps, and her mother will, because she's an addict, and this is in my opinion, respectfully speaking, she uses her mother to co-sign. It could be lies that China's got her mother co-signing. She'll have her mother come on the platform to lie for her. Her mother be high as a kite. She still be don't care, still will have her mother up there co-signing stuff for her. China is a fire starter. Anytime you fight fires after we just put a fire out collectively, all channel holders, and we debunked that Ronnie situation and said that he was lying. We debunked it. We even Blue Rock TTV had the chick that was down with it get on there to say that that's what they did. It was a setup. A malicious setup. It wasn't true information. It was something that they just did purposely to hurt Chrisean Rock. Now, once everything was debunked and the few that was started was put out, why would you get up here on Sunday and start up another something that don't mean nothing in the world fire about this BS? I mean, at 9 something in the morning, like couldn't you be doing some other things?
female and got me all on his channel. And just like Broken, she next. They coming for her next. Trust and believe.
Oh no, listen to me. I'm not really worried about these people at all. I'm just saying, Blue Rock being a man, you supposed to be a man. You talked to me yesterday. If you were still feeling some type of way, you should have hit me up. Hood unlocked. It don't mean nothing when she scream Hassan name. Hassan not paying her no mind. As much as she be in this chat with her pom poms and all, paying her no mind. Right? Listen to the way
You
I was
sure
thinking.
not? Because I seen
Rock
her in
is
this
on a
comment
whole
section.
different path right now, y'all. You know, Rock is trying to better
You already
herself,
know,
and
Rita.
people see that. You know what I'm saying? And instead of us shining light on that part of her or what she doing, why are we giving light to Ronnie
I know with
bull,
this name
antics?
change.
Because that's all they are. They antics. We all know that's not Ronnie, baby. Like, come on, man. But you know what? It is something to talk about, and it's something to put out there in
Oh,
the
I know why
blog,
you did it,
right?
Tiffany.
But that's not my lane. I don't do that. And that's all I was saying. Like I don't see how people could get so upset and banger this, banger that, banger this. Like, come on, man. I'm here, man. It ain't you can come talk to me, whatever. It ain't no smoke. Like I said, it ain't no smoke. But don't be acting like it's smoke. Don't go somewhere acting like you got smoke with me or pulling up because I said something.
You
Like
already know,
who
Tiffany.
why are you even talking to this
Hey,
hoe
Miss
about me?
Teddy.
That I don't understand that part. Why even talk to her about me? If you feel some type of way with me, pull up on me. Say something to me. Dudes, man, y'all kill me, man. Y'all kill me. I was going to let him know,
He
do his
just woke
research
up
on
too.
McChina McDummy is the one.
You know 𝗪𝗪𝗪 was pissed off because you could tell in his voice he just woke up. They were notifying him that China was up early in the morning starting mess. And he got when you hear him now, he just woke up and got directly online from a dead sleep. It sounded like he must have just woke up, looked at his DMs or whatever, and I mean, it's crazy when you just woke up out of a sleep and you got somebody, they got your name in their mouth, and she's claiming he's harassing her, but you're up at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, stirring up mess, and this man is not even woke up yet. This is crazy. I mean, she probably likes him. Who knows?
Who talks about her family. I was going to let him know all that. He don't care. He don't care about all of that because, like he said, he's unbiased. So he can do things like that. Y'all get where I'm going with this? He don't care that she drag on Chrisean, drag on her family. He don't care about that. Like he said, he want the tea. He come for the
He just
tea.
woke up.
I
It was
can't understand how
Sunday,
she
early
still
this
says her
morning.
channel is about
He was
SA
sleeping.
and has not had one show.
He said it.
That channel is
just
not
got up.
about SA, man. That channel is about trying to feel sorry for her so people could cash app her. That's all it is. It ain't about no SA victim. She ain't.
I edited out the fluff at the beginning of the video, but in the video, he said he just woke up. You could tell it sounded like me, like he just woke up too. You know, I don't think that early in the morning somebody's going to try to disguise their voice as sleeping, but yeah, it sounded like he just woke up. He didn't even have to say, I just woke up, man, and I heard all this people trying to message me about this stuff with China and Blue Rock TV. He sounded like he just woke up when he was on the video.
Have nobody up there. What SA victim she helped out? What you say? Hey, y'all, you can't speak on what I care about and what I don't. Blue Rock, like I said, man, if you had something to say to me, I think you should have stayed between me and you. You know what I'm saying? You could have came to me and talked to me. You get on this bug chick platform trying to talk about me like that's the part I don't understand. Like, what type of tea you thought you was getting going over there to talk to China? Yeah, she drags on me. You didn't know that. She drags on me. She drags on her family. She dragged on my daughter. She doxed me, put my mom's address out there. So now if you feel like you want to go, I tried to keep everything cool. You feel me, y'all? All I was doing was giving an opinion. And if a person feel like they don't respect my opinion, then it's cool. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to agree to disagree and move on. And that's what I was doing, y'all. I said what I
Yeah,
said last night,
she don't let up. Is
disagreed
right.
or whatever. I moved on. That wasn't even on my mind today. Y'all hear me? Wasn't on my mind today. I'm getting hit, yo, Blue Rock on China platform and they talking about you. Why? Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. Like I said, I mean,
All right, y'all. I think it's Blue Rock TV. Oh yeah. Let's tag Blue Rock TV
You hear
and
her?
see if he busy right
She
now.
acts like people are
Y'all,
knocking.
I'm back. Oh shucks.
She's this. You're hearing her literally plotting to what she did. It ain't no plotting. Plotting to tag Blue Rock TV to get him early this morning to come into her chat. She stirred all this up.
Oh, there's hey Blue Rock TV. What it is, baby? How you doing? My bad, y'all. I had to take care of children's. My bad. But yeah, that's crazy. I just sent you a shout out. How you feeling? I don't know if you know, but I'm CashApp's older sister. Nice to meet you. How you doing? That's crazy. I was just literally talking about you. I heard about what happened yesterday about you. I don't know what made you go on the devil page. That man is a devil from hell. Wait a minute. Give me 1 second, y'all. When I say that man is a devil from hell, we call him Miss Jenkins over here. But that man has been nothing but, oh my goodness, you just don't know. Give me 1 second. Yes, it is Blue Rock TV. Thank you. Thank you.
Name in the channel.
Appreciate that.
TV.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to go out for a minute because that's why I was quiet. I had to get everything organized. Hey, hope all
I
is
know.
well.
Get
Yes,
your
it
drama
is.
organized.
Man, I don't know. I'm like, last night I come on here and everybody was like, Blue Rock TV was on Jenkins. Now I'm like, huh? So, I never really knew who you were. So I went on your page and looked at your page. And I was like, well, he speak on my sister a lot. Let me see, what's this, who this is or whatever. So they was
She
like,
knows who Blue Rock TV
you
is.
had,
She's lying.
we call Banger Miss Jenkins. That's what we call him because he acts just like.
She's lying. She knew who Blue Rock TV is because number one, she came from Instagram. She was on Instagram before she came to YouTube. Okay. And then she decided to come over here and start a muckery. I'm surprised that she's still even over here because YouTube don't play them same games that IG puts up with.
So they said you was talking to Miss Jenkins. I'm like, well, what would he be talking to Miss Jenkins? Like, what's going on now? It's crazy because I literally just tagged you. That's what's up. But yeah, everything good now. Like, yeah, that man is really, and he want to be a part of my family so bad. It's sickening. Like, it's sickening. Like, I never met nobody like this. You're a 50-year-old man living in your mother's house, laying up on her couch. Like, come on now, cut it out. Like, and you want to keep beefing with people in these YouTube streets, which I don't understand. And then they talk about me and my little old channel, but remind y'all, I just came on YouTube. I just started this YouTube not that long ago. My babies know that. Yeah, I jumped on just to clear. I know that's right because I felt there was some solving or misunderstanding. Okay, what's going on? I know that's right. Yes, because I wasn't there last night, so I don't know what happened with y'all, but I just know what I was told. But yeah, it was crazy. And I'm like, well, you ain't gotta worry about him trying to beef with you. Mr. Blue Rock, he don't like men at all. At all. So you damn sure ain't gotta worry about him beefing with you. He said, because I felt there was no, you good, sweetie. I ain't never had no beef with you. So I mean, I don't have no problem with you. I didn't know who you was. Like I said, I went on your channel and I just seen, you be speaking on my sister a lot. And I ain't seen nothing bad neither. So oh man, yeah, true, facts. Now he said, oh man, he will not beef with no man. He only beef with women. And that's facts. He said, oh, it was good. It was just sharing his opinion. You are a threat to that man. Facts.
Facts. Mm-hmm. Girl, you crazy.
He always wants to share opinion. I heard he was drunk out of his mind too. But yeah.
You heard a lot.
He's a big bully. That's all he is in these YouTube streets. He loves to bully people. That's what he do. Like, I mean, I'm over it. He just want to be a part of the family so bad it's sickening. It's kind of scary when you got this 50-year-old man laying up in his mother's living room on a couch wanting to beef with females. It's just weird to me.
Why are you so worried about it? Long as he ain't laying up in yours.
But other than that, it's all good, baby. It's all good. Keep doing your thing. You got my support now. I definitely subscribed to your channel this morning. And that's it. That's what it is. Dang, y'all, we usually be jumping. It's only 14 people over here right now. Well, it is Sunday morning, so a lot of people probably in church. Hey, Think. China, Mr. Blue Rock just don't know.
Make sure y'all hit
what
that
man
button,
did to
support
you.
The channel, hit the like
now,
button.
I doubt it. I doubt it, because any man know what that man has done to me. They ain't even gonna want to speak to nobody like that. That man is just Oh my goodness, they used to send police and CPS to my house every day. He doxed my address. I'm working behind scenes though with people as far as with him, as far as he go. How are
I hear
you?
that. I hear that. I'm good. I'm good. Got up not too
She
long
got
ago,
him
then I
up
went
on
back
her
to bed. Now I'm up
platform. You
again.
hear
Gotta
him
walk
up
the dog
there.
soon. But I thought to jump on and
I'm,
here quickly. You know how it goes. Because I
right.
saw the tag, so I was like, "What's going on?"
Stirring up mess.
No, they came over here last night. Well, one of my homegirls, my right hand actually.
Knowing she was
She
the
be on here with me every
famous
day. Her name
pushes.
Bandit. And they coming for her now. And it's crazy. But she was like, man, Blue Rock TV went over there and she spoke very highly of you. You can go back and watch my live from last night. So I'm like, well, who is that? And what the hell is going on? How they start beefing or whatever.
I know, like you
And she was
wasn't in
like,
the
Blue Rock
bushes.
TV was just timing up for him. He had
All
got
in the bushes.
quiet. And then he was like, I guess Banger was like, he's still there or something. And I'm like, the way she said it, it was just so funny. I'm like, damn, how the hell I missed that?
I hear
So I
that.
gave you a shout out this morning. I'm like, yeah, shout out to Blue Rock TV. But this the thing, he's not gonna want to beef with you, so you ain't gotta worry about that because he only beef with women. I promise you.
The thing is, everybody knows I'm not looking for beef with anybody, right? The reason why I
Right.
jumped on
Oh,
there
I wasn't
yesterday,
either, baby. I wasn't
right?
either.
The reason
Yep.
why
Right,
I jumped on
exactly, Miss
last night was
Petty.
because I find that I find with me running the blog Blue Rock TV like I do, and with me trying to be as non-biased as possible, I find that a lot of people try to take advantage of that in a sense, right? And what I mean by that is that when I do certain things, when I do certain shows, or I put out certain news. They
Uh-huh.
want to in a way, from what I feel is my opinion, they want to somehow gaslight the audience and make them feel that either I'm not there for Rock, or I'm not there for Jaidyn, or I'm not there for Blue, or I'm not there for somebody. So
Yep.
depending on the day, people will
Right.
classify me as a blog that is, pro Blueface or pro Chrisean, or just depending on the day, depending on the
No, he's a
feelings, depending on what I do,
commentator.
people will change
Commentator.
that every single day.
He's doing his
Right. So to
job.
me, the reason why I jumped on the platform with Z-Banger last night was, I felt as if there was this attempt again to kind of talk about my name in a way without talking about my name, right?
That's
And
how he
state
is.
Yeah, and stating that there's certain things that they wouldn't do on their platform, and that they're
Ah,
rock writers, all this kind of stuff, right?
oh my
But in all
goodness.
respect, I appreciate their
China
opinion,
is
but
a
in all
mess.
respect, I felt that
Oh,
you're trying to gaslight your audience and tell your audience that you wouldn't do something that I did and give these people some sort of clout, when in reality you're online right now doing a review of a video that I've done, which still in essence gives them clout. You get what I'm
oh,
saying?
that's what
So
they do. He's been posting my lives. He's been playing my damn lives every day. And I'm like, well, how are you playing my lives? Like, this is crazy. You hate me so much, but you over there playing my lives. Like, make it make sense. That don't make sense to me. That man is evil. I'm telling you, just be careful. He is evil.
Yeah,
Like, I never met nobody like that in my life. He was dragging the hell out of my little sister, dragging her. I'm like, you a 50-year-old man laying on your mother couch, dragging my sister who got more than you could ever want. Have, period. Like, he is evil. Just be careful with him. I'm telling you.
yeah, no, I hear
Um,
you, and that's why usually I stand alone. Like I do have a co-guest host, which is Tea Time with.
she's starting up more mess because what she was doing was she ain't gonna tell you, but she was glad that got sparked back up with that Ronnie situation, right? Oh, Chrisean Jesus is Ronnie's baby, bringing that nonsense back up. And then when she seen how fast that fire was put out, and nobody was gonna be talking about that no more, because as soon as it sparked up, that fire was put out. So she had to start something back up to keep the drama going on still around her sister. She thinks that people are hating on her because they're jealous of her because she's Chrisean Rock's sister. Don't nobody know you, sis. Don't nobody would have cared less if you came over here. You could have kept your drama messy behind over on Instagram. Why did you come over here? You should have been monetized on Instagram. That's where all your supporters are really at. Why you come over here, baby girl? Don't nobody want that hear that mess.
Patrice, if you guys haven't followed her yet, go ahead and follow her now.
yeah, I'm
But
going to subscribe her to
I
I'm
do
definitely
have her
going to
as a
subscribe.
co-host. I try to keep my circle small because from what I've seen in the bloggers world,
Make sure
people
y'all
are
hit that
kind of
like
like dog eat
button.
dog type of world anyways, regardless of
That's how it is.
how
It is.
I am. You know,
Right.
but like I said, I was on a platform where I felt like I
Family
was, you
don't
know,
even
being
deal with
judged in a
you
way. You know,
allegedly
although they were
because
saying indirectly it wasn't about me, but you're
you
still
ain't
talking about people who
ish.
gave it some sort of light, right? But in
Right.
reality,
Right.
I'll share with your platform the same I shared with his, is that,
Okay.
you know, when I did that, I did it because we're tired of hearing Ronnie make these lies if they are lies, right? And
Ronnie
what
is
we,
obsessed with my little sister. He's obsessed with
yeah,
her.
you know,
Junior is
and I,
not Ronnie's, and I can put that on everything I love.
yeah, and I think
That
there's
man.
some sort of that that's clear. There's a part of that that's really, really clear, right? And to me, it's like,
Right.
you know, and like I said, I work with everybody in the back end as well. You know what I'm saying? So you
Right.
and I, obviously, we haven't got to talk yet, and we haven't built any type of relationship yet. But I work with almost
Right.
everyone in the back, right? So when I say
Okay.
I feel where Ronnie's coming from an extent, you know, and that's why I
Right.
was so shocked with what he did yesterday or the day before, and that's why I
Uh-huh.
was so adamant about making sure we shut it down. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Ronnie
Facts.
needs to focus on going in a different direction. You know what I mean?
Yes, he do.
If it's about his music, he needs to focus on his music, let his music rise him up, and just kind of move forward with that and move away from the other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I know him in real
God,
life. Like
yeah,
real
God
life.
will take care of the
And
rest for him if he does the right thing at the right times.
oh,
You
I
get what I'm
like
saying?
you. Say that
So
again.
So full
I
of
said,
it.
God will take care of him if he does the right things at the right time, you know? So to me, that's what I'm trying to help him understand in the back as well. People think this is just about blogging. Yeah, it's about blogging, but I keep telling people I have a social service background, and that's where my, you know, hardcore bone kind of hits the meat, is that at the end of the day, I care about improving people's lives. I care about
She
everybody
lied
getting
Oh,
the
about it,
bag. You know what I'm saying?
Shamika. You
It's
know
right.
just
that she's lying.
unfortunate, you know, I am the angel that God put in the world to kind of deal with all the news and to
I
spill
ain't
the
never
tea. But
heard
in
of it either, him
reality,
saying
you
anything
know,
bad
I
about
want what's good
Chrisean.
for all of y'all. I want what's good for everybody. So there's times when I get certain tea that I sit back and I sit on it for, you know, days, weeks, all that.
Now Z Banger said a handful of stuff to about China, but allegedly they were associates online, but she did some foul stuff to him. Allegedly. I wasn't there and I didn't know when they were friends and she was on his platform and they had a fallout. But not Chrisean. I never heard
kind of stuff
him
because
say
my
nothing about
feelings and my
Chrisean though.
emotions and everything's involved, regardless of whichever circus member it is. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
So to
okay.
me, it's like this is
She
where I feel
cannot
like
say it
some
at
of these
all.
bloggers want to sit here and try to, you know, make me come out as a way or talk about me as if they know who I am or what my platform is about.
Hey,
But in
gracefully
reality,
living.
nobody really knows. You know, the only people that truly know are the ones that spend time with me in the background, right?
Right.
And the audience that
Right.
comes out to our lives and listens to the commentary. Then they'll get an idea of who I am. But listening to my
Right.
60-second clips where I'm like, oh man, and all that kind of stuff, you know,
Uh-huh.
it's hard for anybody to understand that stuff in the 60 seconds. That's why we do our interviews. You get what I'm saying, China? I always
Right.
say to
Right.
people, we do the interview so that way everybody can go beyond the 60 seconds. Everybody can have a
Right.
moment to tell their truth, whatever that truth might be, whether we agree with it or not. Look at that lady who came on and spoke about that whole plan she did with Ronnie. That was wild, right?
Yeah, that was
Yep.
crazy.
And I
Yep.
was shocked when I found it out, but I brought it to the audience so the audience can have the same feeling. The audience can have the same opportunities, you know? And
Well, I
then that way I brought
appreciate
it
that.
out and I put it as a show too. So that way, while people
China did this because she's mad that Tessa's been around Chrisean Rock in Oklahoma. Her brother PD, family has came out there and showed out and supported Chrisean Rock from Oklahoma. First thing China is thinking in her head, sick head, oh, they're getting money from Chrisean because they're in her circle. China's saying, I'm gonna get me a bag right here in my house, stirring up mess on YouTube. That's how off my sister's name. If she ain't gonna give me no money, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it any means necessary.
were searching it because Tasha K
That's
and
why she's
everybody else
doing this. I'm
posted it,
telling you.
while people were searching it, hopefully they'll stumble upon my video that talks about it. And
Right. Right. This
you
is
get
Blue
what
Rock
I'm saying?
TV.
So that's
That's
kind
what's
of my
up.
spiel. I'm not trying to
Crazy.
have
I
beef
would
with
like to speak to
nobody.
you behind scenes. So how would I get in contact with you behind scenes?
You can DM me
For
on
what?
Okay.
IG. I'll look out for your
Is it
DM.
called Blue Rock TV or IG too?
Yeah, Blue Rock TV. It's on IG, on Facebook as well. Like you can DM me on any of those platforms that you can DM. And I'll look
Okay.
out for it.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
God
But
bless you. It was
but
good
no beef
speaking to you.
against Z Bang. I just want to make it clear. I'm
Right.
not trying to beef with anybody. I don't got time to beef
Don't
with
nobody
anybody. I
got
want to
time,
beef
I know that's
man.
right.
And let me tell you, when he beef, it goes on and on and on. Even if you're not replying, he's gonna still drag. Like this man is Everybody was like, he's obsessed. I'm like, I don't know what he's up. I don't know what it is. Like, I never met
Girl, it
this
seems
man in
like
real
you're
life.
obsessed.
And now he's calling himself a Malone. Like, sir, you're a 50-year-old man. How are you related to?
Hey,
Like,
Tanya.
no, you're old enough to be people's grandfather. Like, why are you so? This man is just, man.
You know
Like I
what it
said, I'm
is
doing
that
stuff behind
everybody
saying
does an
stuff.
action. Everybody does an action for a reaction. You know what I'm saying?
This man was sending the police and CPS to my house every day.
He gonna
And
send
then
them back
laughing
there
about it.
because you start in trouble with that man
So
for no
last time they
reason.
came, they was like, "This is harassment. Like we're not." They was getting tired, and they was like, "You know what? They could file charges." And then I found out everything behind scenes what I needed to do, and that's what I'm doing now. But
Oh,
that man has made
just
my
like
life
you.
a living hell. Calling my job every night, like it was
She's always doing something, just like putting out that book. Where's the book at? Where's the book you wrote? Probably don't even exist.
so bad. And I'm like, why is this man doing this? Like,
Girl,
it's
be nice.
crazy. I wasn't even replying back. I didn't reply back till what, a year and a half later, y'all, or like almost 2 years later. Yeah, this man is all because I didn't want to go back to his channel. Honest to God, just be careful with him. And I'm glad you came over here. I appreciate you, and
I'm,
God
I,
bless you. You're a good person. I get a good vibe off of you. Like, I get vibes from people, and if I would have stuck with that vibe when Banger first came to me, I would have never went on this panel.
I
And that was
appreciate
me in
that.
my
And
heart.
no, I
All
appreciate
right.
that. And like I said, I just try to listen. Dishing the tea thing is very hard. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not an easy
Yeah,
job, right? Like, especially if you have a heart and you consider people's lives
I
and all that
that's
told
kind
you
of
she
big.
stuff.
probably likes
It's
him.
not an
Yep.
easy job at all. Like I got
Why
some
you
more tea
saying that,
coming out
Tiffany?
soon that people
Right.
are really gonna want to hear. But it's like, still it's on my heart. I shared it with Tea Time with Latrice. It's on her heart too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're
Oh,
people who, as much as this is a business and what we do, we're people who still care about the long term in the background and try our
exactly.
best to balance things as much as possible. I saw a few China throughout all. I've been doing this for about a year. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
but
it's
my thing
crazy.
is, my
But
thing
how can you
is,
speak on people and like people be speaking on people, they don't know me? I seen a lot of stuff too. I done heard a lot of stuff. And I'm like, dag, all because I'm trying to tell my story, what I went through in my life. Like, it's weird. I would never bash nobody that's been through what I've been through. I would never do that to nobody. I could never, never. Like, but I'm a strong sister. I ain't gonna lie, and I thank God for that. Because anybody else would have crashed out. All the stuff they have done to
She's a
me,
liar,
anybody else would have
Ronnie,
crashed
in
out.
my
But I know I
opinion.
got God. So
well, my thing is this, right? Is if you're a strong supporter for Chrisean, right, and the
right,
family's having issues and things are happening, we want to
right,
give some time for those issues to either be fixed or worked out, whichever way you guys seem fit. You know what I'm saying? Not
facts,
everything's
facts.
tea, not everything's content. You know what I mean? And to me that's the thing, right? So sometimes when I sit here and I feel like I'm being judged by certain platforms that do that, but yet they
Right.
want to sit there and also say that they're a hardcore rock supporter and all this kind of stuff.
And
It's
they're
like,
not.
a part of it for me is more so, I respect how everybody chooses to balance the tea and how they spill it. You get what I'm saying? I just hope that
Right.
everybody who sees me doing my stuff respect that as well. But I don't think it's really that way completely, but that's going to be my goal in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
I'm
know
going to keep
that's right.
doing what I do. I know people are a little bit upset.
So,
I don't care. They're going to hate that I say this too, but they're a little upset too because I've been in this game for a year now, over
right.
250, thousand subscribers, um,
Amen.
and I have
Amen.
over, I couldn't even tell you, probably over 40 million views, and
You know
plus.
what? Blue Rock
So
TV, I just said the other day, these little old channels that keep trying to come for me,
You
they're
a
not
little
going to
old
prosper
channel,
because they're evil.
girl.
God don't like ugly. You building your channel, you are a beautiful person.
That's what
Your
she's
numbers are
trying
going
to
to
do
keep rising.
this
Trust
today
what I'm
on
telling you.
Sunday.
Man, can't nobody mess with God people. Just know that.
I appreciate that,
Just
and I
know that.
believe that too. That's why I don't feel that anything anybody does will really
She's
stop me.
saying
God
stuff
knows my
talking about
path. He knows what's
herself.
going on, and that's
Facts.
the
How
trust
about
I
Facts.
put
that?
things in, right? So, at the end of the day, I appreciate talking to you today. I appreciate talking to your audience as well. You guys, what's up?
You
What's up?
too.
If you guys aren't following me, go ahead and do so. I
Oh,
start my
trust
end,
me,
and
all my people's ready be following you.
things get
Oh,
spicy
now
on my end. People
see,
might not all be
when
on what I
men,
do, but
me and him had a fallout. So once I found out that he was hating on my sister and running his mouth and bashing my sister, and I got the videos. Now all of a sudden he want to be a rock fan. No, too late for that. But he was doing so much. That's why I'm like, nah, we need to talk behind scenes. If I knew how that man was, I would never, ever, ever have went on this platform. But I held back. Like I knew it was something, but I just didn't know what it was. That's why I didn't, spill everything. I held back, and I'm so glad I held back.
You know, sometimes here's what I believe. Sometimes, and I'm not really so much commenting to what you just said, but I'm just commenting in
Uh-huh.
general, right?
Right.
Is that, you know, because sometimes people wonder, you know, why do you get involved with these people? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Right? And sometimes I explain
Right.
to them. Sometimes I believe, right, that God
Uh-huh.
puts his angels in tough situations to try to help
Yes,
those
you
people who
did.
are doing wrong, right?
Right.
So
Right.
it's not to say that because people see me with other people, or people see me associating with people, that I'm exactly the way they are. Sometimes God may place me in a space where I'm the one to
Exactly.
help set people right, where I'm the one to help be that extra voice to say, I don't think that's a good idea. You might want to look that way and do this instead, you know? So
Right.
so
Right.
sometimes I feel that. So, you know, while people might be judging me, right, and thinking that, oh, you know, he's aligning with this person, that person, whatever,
I say
I'm
it every
telling
day.
you,
They talked about God.
I'm
So I
God's
mean
warrior sometimes, y'all, and
that.
sometimes I'll be put in situations where I feel, you know, I'm dancing with devils, but I'm trying to get them to do the right thing, you know.
And the ones that's on here, they gone. They're too far gone. Trust me. They laugh at me reading my Bible. Like these people are gone, far gone. And I'm like, you know what? It ain't no saving these people. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, build my channel. And my channel was supposed to be based on SA, people that went through SA. And I'm going to continue doing that. But it's like they did not want me speaking on that for some reason. I don't know what the reason is. Only God knows. But that's what my channel is about.
Hmm.
So
She knows who Blue Rock TV is first and foremost. Second of all, she knows how to get in contact with him because she came from Instagram. She knows Blue Rock TV. He has a YouTube channel, but he really is on Instagram more than YouTube doing content. So she knows how to get in contact with him. She's just trying to rub it in the people's faces that she's trying to trigger, that was in the bushes early this morning on Sunday. She's trying to rub it in that she's talking to Blue Rock TV and that she's gonna contact him and be messy off of YouTube and not for anyone to hear. But it's not gonna work because right after he got off of the live with her, you're gonna hear in this video he got on the live with 𝗪𝗪𝗧, and squashed it. So whatever you was trying to stir up after he got off the live with you, Blue Rock, he got on the live with 𝗪𝗪𝗧, and he was equally fair, heard him out. Um, Blue Rock T set his position and he kept it moving. So it failed. You failed, China. You really did.
it was nice
Okay, well,
speaking
that's
to
cool.
you.
You too. We'll catch up. So just write me in the DMs, and we'll talk,
I'm
okay?
ready to DM you right now. Yep, you have a
All
blessed
right.
day.
All right, you
All right.
too. Bye, everyone. Take
See
care.
you. All right.
To entertain. And that's all I was saying, y'all. It wasn't nothing. Like I said, Rock is doing a big one right now. She trying to change. She trying to give her, and we should be supporting that.
That's
You
right.
feel me? We should be honestly supporting that,
But she's not, and that's
not
her
bringing
sister.
up Ronnie or trying to bring her baby back on the scene. See what it is? People is not getting enough uh shine because Rock is being so
So that's why
so
China's doing this, like I just said.
level headed. She ain't jumping out the window. She being cool. So now I feel like people is trying to rub her the wrong way so she could jump out of content. Blue Rock, you could come up here and talk. I don't know who you talking to in the bushes in the chat, but I need you to understand. I told you last night, bro. I told you last night, Blue Rock. I don't have a problem with you, right? I don't have a problem with you. This is just my opinion. And I asked everybody if y'all felt I was wrong, just respect my opinion. I mean, you ain't even gotta respect my opinion. Just move on. Like it's an opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You saying people rubbing her the wrong way, you shut it down. I understand that. But what I'm saying, Blue Rock, when we give these people attention, light, when we give them anything, that kind of messes with Rock. You understand what I'm saying? Now that like I said, man, she's trying to stay positive. Keep it positive. Y'all see her doing her church thing. You see her reading from the Bible. And I guess that's not good enough publicity for everybody. I guess that's not, you know what I'm saying, what people really want to see or and hear. So, you know what I'm saying, they got to bring all the negative stuff and try to get her to react. And that's how I'm feeling, yo. That's how I'm feeling. I mean, like everybody should have their own opinion. Reaper, yeah, my page is negative. You damn right. I'm dragging the shit
Keep it real.
China. I'm dragging her. Once she say something about my daughter and threaten my daughter and then dox my mother address, you damn right. Grim Reaper, Grim, whatever you want to call yourself, you right. Nobody cares about your feelings neither. Get Grim Reaper out the chat. Thank you. Bye, Grim. Go back to the bushes. Because you probably came from McChina chat anyway. What's good, Blue Rock?
What's good? How's it going?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I just get up and I hear, yo, Blue Rock on China Channel talking about you. And I'm like, yo, all this for opinion that I had. I told you last night, Blue Rock, I didn't have a problem with you. It was just my opinion on what it was.
A
And
hundred
I don't,
percent, and I respect that, and that's why the thing is that perception is the key, and people they can go wild with what they perceive at any minute, any given time, right? But what I want to make clear is that if anybody's seen it, looked like on China's channel, they were in a way kind of giving a misconception of what actually occurred between you and I. And to me, giving the opinion that perhaps you and I were beefing, in some sense.
yeah,
So,
Blue
so
Rock,
when
that's what they do. That's
yeah, so when
Blue.
I jumped online and I went to speak there, and if you go back and listen to the replay, you'll hear it very clear that I indicated that we were not beefing, right? It was never about that. The only reason why I jumped online was, and then I mentioned exactly what I mentioned again last night. And that's what that was about. Again, people are going to be upset with where I go, what I do, what platform I jump on. People are upset with what you do sometimes. It's just the nature of the game, right? But I do want to
Right,
let
Blue
you
Rock.
know
Do
your
you agree
opinion.
with everything I do over here, Blue Rock?
I don't know everything that you do over there. That's the thing,
Okay,
right?
did you ever disagree with anything I've done?
Anything that I've seen you do, I can't say that I've disagreed.
You said she needs help. She couldn't make my mocha frappa extra drizzle right. What it Tanya, what did you go to the McDonald's that she worked at? Please let us know what you're talking about because that is funny what you just wrote.
With anything that I've
I'm gonna
seen you
keep
do,
this up.
right?
Okay, okay, I'm
But like I
listening.
said, I don't know everything that's
Oh
on your
God.
channel. But again, I even said last night, I don't go around judging content creators and speaking about what they do and what they don't do,
He
right?
doesn't
So to
either.
me, that's not even in my nature to really consider. Right. To me, I just do what I do, right? And I understand again, sometimes it causes controversy. Sometimes, I saw somebody in your chat say, oh, it's given child. Why would it be given child if I'm giving my opinion as well? But I think some people, in some places, would rather just try to attack somebody because they have a difference of opinion, right? And to me, that's not cool, and that's not what I do. But if that's the way some people in the chat or my chat or wherever on the internet want to go about things, I get it because that's what I'm here for. I understand people are gonna have difference of opinions, and I may not agree with it, but trust me, there's no child manner behind any thought process that I conclude to. Believe me
Well,
when I
well,
tell
I
you.
don't, I didn't say that. You know what
Not
I'm
you.
saying?
I
And
said
I
someone
don't.
in your chat. Yeah.
Yeah, but Blue Rock, I told you yesterday, it was just my opinion, brother. I didn't try to, tell people, oh, I'm not messing with Blue Rock. Oh, you know, uh, unsubscribe from them and whoop de whoop. Like I didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying, Blue
Oh,
Rock?
exactly. And I was not worried about any of that, right? To me, you were sharing your opinion, right? And when you shared your opinion, you were sharing opinions about people giving light to that particular situation. So I felt, because I'm there, I'm in the audience, and I can give my opinion on one of the people who did, choose to put light on the situation. That's all that happened. You know what I mean? Was you guys brought up a situation, you brought up an opinion, and I just wanted to speak to it so that way people are clear that not everybody who brought, that situation to light did not consider the things that you were mentioning when it comes to your opinion, right?